In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Dear students, our today's lecture is about UV visible spectroscopy. We would talk about the introduction of UV visible spectroscopy, in which we will discuss spectroscopic processes, observed electronic transitions, and some examples from the observed electronic transitions from different compounds, selection rules, and band structure. Then working principle of UV visible spectrophotometers, Lambert's-Beer law, deviations from Beer's law, and measurement in UV visible spectroscopy. When we talk about light spectrum, it consists of about 7 regions, starting from the gamma rays, which is at the minimum wavelength and maximum energy, and then we would move towards the radio waves. It has maximum wavelength and minimum energy in the whole light spectrum. And there is a small region which is a visible region, and we are just going to talk about the UV and visible region. UV region extends from 100 to 350 nanometer, while the visible region is in between 350 to 700 nanometer. The energy of this visible and UV region is in between 125 to 650 kilojoule per mole, where their different molecular bonding, non-bonding and anti-bonding orbitals have this energy and will show transitions in between this energy range. Using IR, we observe vibrational transitions within an energy of 8 to 40 kilojoule per mole, and that is about 2500 to 15,000 nanometer wavelength. While in case of visible, we have different energy ranges in between 125 to 650 kilojoule per mole, and it is within a range of about 100 to 700 nanometer. We would write UV and visible spectroscopy just by UV. The spectroscopic process, for example, here we have an example of electron transitions from pi bonding molecular orbital to pi star antibonding molecular orbital. Whenever an electron jumps from pi to pi star, we have a whole range of radiations here incident upon the molecule, but only the energy difference between pi and pi star will be picked up by the molecules, which will not appear in the output radiations, or its intensity will be decreased in the output radiations. Some of the intensity decreased in the output radiations will be detected in order to discuss the properties of the molecule. For example, particular electronic transitions take place at a single band or single energy level only, and that energy level will be picked up by the molecule and will not appear in the output radiations which was incident on the molecule. So from that intensity level which is lost or which is decreased, we will discuss about the structure of the molecules or the samples placed in between detector and incident radiation source. The remaining UV light passes through the sample and observed. Similarly, the residual radiations of the spectrum is obtained with gaps, where the gaps would take place from where the energy is taken by the electrons to jump from pi to pi star orbital here in this particular example. The energy absorbed will not appear in the output radiation, or will appear with the lower intensity in the output radiation, which would give you the structural information about the sample. Observed electronic transitions, we have here two examples of 1,3-butadiene and ethene. The usually electronic transitions take place from the highest occupied molecular orbitals to the lowest unoccupied molecular orbitals. The highest occupied molecular orbitals and lowest unoccupied molecular orbitals are shown here for the 1,3-butadiene and ethene. Whenever the energy is incident upon the molecules and have wavelength is equal to the difference between highest occupied molecular orbital and lowest unoccupied molecular orbital, that energy values will be absorbed by the molecules and will appear or will be emitted with the lower intensity or with lower energy values. Similarly, these transitions are of several types. Whenever you talk about the single bonded electronic structure, single bonded molecules, for example, alkanes, etc., these transitions would take place from sigma to sigma star. Whenever you talk about pi bonding systems, in which bonding molecular orbital will be pi and corresponding anti-bonding molecular orbital will be pi star. The transitions would take place from sigma to sigma star, from pi to pi star, and from the non-bonding to the uh, anti-bonding molecular orbitals. So the lowest energy occupied orbitals are typically sigma. Sigma have the lowest energy, pi would have greater energy, but in case of non-bonding, anti-bonding molecular orbital, sigma star would have the higher energy than that of the pi star molecular anti-bonding molecular orbital. Unshared pair of electrons would lie in non-bonding orbitals. These are represented by n, and they would have the energy just equal to that of the atomic orbitals. Here is a graphical representations. We have three type of orbitals here. Bonding molecular orbital sigma would have a lower energy than that of the pi, but corresponding anti-bonding sigma star would have an energy greater than that of pi star. Non-bonding molecular orbital would have energy just equal to that of the atomic orbitals, and here those electrons resides which do not take part in bonding. These observed electronic transitions for different classes of compounds. For example, we have for alkanes, these transitions would take place from sigma to sigma star. For carbonyls, it is from sigma to pi star. Unsaturated compounds, it's from pi to pi star. Oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur and halogen containing compounds, this transition would take place from non-bonding electron to sigma star, and for carbonyls it will be from non-bonding to pi star orbitals. Below 100 nanometer, we have discussed about the electronic transitions, taken the different ranges. Below 100 nanometers, special equipments to study vacuum or for UV is required. Means we would not discuss about the wavelength absorption below 200 nanometer. Usually the typical or in routine the UV visible spectrophotometers used would have a wavelength collection in between 200 to 700 nanometer, and we would discuss about the 200 to 700 nanometer absorptions only for the molecules. And here are some examples at typical wavelengths. For example, we have taken alkanes from sigma to sigma star, it will absorb at 150 nanometer. Sigma to pi star carbonyls 170 nanometer. Similarly, unsaturated compounds would have this one effect between pi to pi star at 180 nanometer, and non-bonding to sigma star for oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur and halogen compounds, it's at 190 nanometer, and for carbonyls it's about 300 nanometer. There are some selection rules by which we may take these electronic transitions. For example, there are many